Hello, welcome back for Tonya's Witchy Kitchen Tea Time. I am a professional at chasing critters down. Well, critters in our area. About, let me see, a month ago, we had our bulls out. And not just one bull. Like, they were getting out. Constantly getting out. And they were getting out of the pasture. What do you need to get out of the pasture for? You got fresh grass, got water, everything your heart desires. And there's so much room there. I don't even know why they were fighting, and they busted a hole out, and so we were chasing down critters. Yep. The mail lady helped us. She was coming down the road, so she pushed a few back, and yeah. But the worst part was the biggest and the meanest bull we have, who had been in the PBR a couple times on the velocity tours, was out 2 miles, 3 miles from home, and we had to get him back. And he's not a peach, let me tell you. He's devious. But anyway, yeah, I hate it because it totally disrupts your whole day when you're doing, when something gets out. A couple of years ago, I don't think it was last year, everything was out. We had horses out one time. We had, the cows were out. I swear every critter on the freaking farm had jumped the fence and been out. That's all it seemed like we did all summer was, if we were home, we were putting critters in the vehicle, or in the vehicle. We were putting critters back in the fence. And it was like, why? The grass is not greener. It's the same damn grass, and it's tall, right? Yeah, so we were, doing cookies, and we chased those horses down. Oh, they were so bad a couple years ago, but yeah, so much fun. Not when you're busy. I was busy. I didn't want to be doing that, but yeah, we were all wore out. I know my son was really tired because he went through 2 horses doing this, so. Well, he's got asthmatic horses. We will get to this video. We are talking about hibiscus flowers. It's not really the flower, it's the, there's a technical word for it. I don't know. Okay, but we're going to do a short mini session on information, and then we will get to the kitchen to make some awesome, we're doing 2 things with multiple uses, so. Well, the one only has 1 use, but whatever. One thing, yeah, whatever. Anyways, 3 things. Dream big. Be true to you. You are worth it. Let's go check this out. Okay, and just a little background. Need to know information before we start our project today. So hibiscus is Hibiscus sabdurifa. Remember, I slaughter words. If you hear the chickens, it's because it's a gorgeous day and I got the windows open. Okay, there's like several hundred species of them, and they're in the subtropics and tropical regions is where they grow. So the big ND where I live, we don't grow them. That'd be really cool, wouldn't it? They are part of the mallow family. So we up here have common mallow. You've heard of marshmallow root. Not the white squishy things. It's a plant. I don't know. After I realized this was a plant and where they get marshmallow from this mallow, I don't know. It's kind of funny. But anyway, and the hibiscus has moistening and healing properties. Moistening, healing, but cooling. Really good in the summertime when you're hot. They contain flavonoids, phenolic acid, and organic acid. They are a huge antioxidant. They contain beta-carotene, vitamin C, and anthocyanin. And antioxidants. It's important because they help with the free radicals that damage cells that lead to heart disease, cancer, diabetes. All those damn things. Hibiscus is also anti-inflammatory. Lots of herbs are anti-inflammatory. It helps with excessive or chronic asthma, Alzheimer's, and arthritis. My son and his horse should be drinking this. Well, 2 horses, right? They possibly can decrease hormone imbalances and lower menstrual pain. It can also help maintain cholesterol, reduce blood fat levels. It promotes weight loss, fights bacteria, and supports the liver. Also, a huge immunity booster, stimulates T cells and B cells. Helps with stomach and anxiety and fevers, which makes sense because it's moistening, it's calming, and it's cooling. Usually used for teas, powders, and extracts. Learningherbs.com. They're very, very reliable source for. I feel they are a very reliable source. They said in recent clinical trials, it's been helpful to type 2 diabetes. Also note that hibiscus can stain. Okay, so I mean, if you want to make something really pretty pink, purplish color, fuchsia, not fuchsia, sometimes, yeah, it can stain. So be careful when you're, prepping it and using it and all that jazz. So that was just my cute little, itty bitty notes. I figured I'd get your attention this way on the intercropping of hibiscus and peanuts. So companies that produce them for resale will plant peanuts and hibiscus in the same field because it's a double crop. I couldn't find whether they were harvested at the same time, but the FDA does require companies to put on the label that they may contain peanuts because of this reason. So today we are going to do 2 different things in the kitchen. We are going to make a hibiscus mint syrup. Flower syrups are a big thing that, I've seen them, I've done them, but this spring has been a lot of them. But I liked this one because it had a lot of different things you could do with it. And then we're going to do aqua de Jamaica. Sorry, I just slaughter these words. It's hibiscus iced tea. Yeah, and it's really, really different. I was searching for different things, interesting things, and she's actually from a part of India that she's a tree, bush, plant right in her backyard. Yeah, and it's really different, so I was really excited. So guess what? Let's go to the kitchen. Okay, we are going to start with the hibiscus mint syrup first. This is what the hibiscus looks like. It's really not the flower, it's the calyx of the flower. Calyx? Ah, dang. And this is the hibiscus petals that I have bought. Or I should say, my mom bought and we shared. So the recipe for the syrup is 1/2 cup of the hibiscus dried flowers, 2 cups water, 1/4 cup chopped fresh mint, 1/2 cup honey. I did not have fresh mint because mine is not up in the garden yet. And so I used 1/8 cup of dried mint. Actually, mine was spearmint. I'm pretty sure the original recipe called for peppermint, but I just had, I found my spearmint. I couldn't find my peppermint. It was probably on the other shelf, but, and it didn't make a huge amount of difference, so if you don't want to put the mint in, don't worry about it. Just leave it. So, put it all in the pan, the flowers and the water, and I just brought it to a very slight boil. And then I turned off the heat and let it steep for 10 minutes. And then I'm stirring in my mint. Okay. I crush it up because it was bigger, but when it's dried, crush it up really good because then you bring more of the, you get more of the components, the flavor out of your herbs when you crush them finer. So they don't have to be crushed right away when you dry them, but. And then you let it steep for another 5 minutes, and we're going to strain this off. Now, honey, I know a lot of the syrups ask for sugar and things like that. Honey actually can help it last a little longer than the sugar, even though, you know, jelly can seem to last forever, but made with the sugar. However, honey is a type of preservative. Not really. Don't quote me on that. That may be the wrong word. And if you have local honey, definitely use it. So strain it out. I wasn't going to squeeze this with my hands because, yeah, pink. Turns everything this pinkish purple color, which is really pretty, but, I mean, you know. And there's my honey, my local honey. It's not local. Well, it's local. That's my honey. And, you know, about 1/2 cup. And then just mix it in because it's still warm. So just get it all to where it's all dispersed and melted in. Okay? I'm just pouring it back in the jar so that I get all the honey out of the jar. You can cover this and store it in the fridge for future use. Excuse me. Well, I need some honey. No. So what you can do with this is you can use this in drinks, in marinades, gelatin, drizzle over ice cream, toast, pancakes, waffles, you know, anything you can think of. I'm going to make a cocktail. So drinks, I didn't like the ratios. It was 1 tablespoon per 10 ounces of carbonated water plus lime for a mocktail. Add a shot of vodka to that for a cocktail. It needed 2 tablespoons. And then I added my gin that is infused with lemon and lime. And, oh, it was yummy. Super yummy. So there's my cocktail, my gin. It looks like a Shirley Temple, doesn't it? I just thought of that now. It was good. I drank the whole thing. And this is my beautiful syrup. I'm very, very pretty. Really happy with it. It was yummy just as it was. So for the kids, since it's summer, we decided to make popsicles, and my youngest son was helping me. So the original ratio is 1/3 cup of the syrup, of the hibiscus mint syrup, to 16 ounces of any type of milk you want or yogurt. We did yogurt. We did 8 ounces, and we doubled the syrup. What? It's good syrup. I mean, you don't want it to go to waste. You got to use it up within a certain amount of time, you know. I don't know, a week or 2 in the fridge. So yeah, it's funny. See, that's how my kids are. You know, they just dump, and then I'm just like, no, you got to get it all out. Yeah, it's so burmy. Don't ask them to put food away, especially the youngest one. Ugh. It's like you might as well do it yourself. But he tries. I'll give him credit. He tries. So, like I said, it was 1/3 cup syrup to 16 ounces of milk or yogurt. You know, you could use coconut milk, almond milk, whatever. But we did actually double the syrup to 2/3 cup. Or no, that was 1/2 cup. So it's 1/2 cup of syrup. So we upped the syrup a little bit. I'm sorry, that was 1/4 cup. 1/2 cup of syrup to 8 ounces of plain yogurt. And you know, if you had a vanilla yogurt or whatever, that would still be really good. You know, very versatile recipe. And in gelatin, oh, this would be yummy. If you have just the plain gelatin to make, you know, gelatin squares, or if you have the beef, that would even be better because it'd be healthy for you. Beef gelatin. Look it up. It's a thing. And I know some of you are like, I don't eat it. I'm vegan. I'm sorry. You know, that's fine. I mean, I'm not sorry you're vegan. That's fine. I'm just saying I'm sorry. I'm suggesting these things because, you know. But, oh, yeah. Okay. See. I was like, no, we need more. It's gotta. If I'm gonna, you know, go through the expense of, you know, making this, I'm gonna, you know, I want it to taste just good. So these are our popsicle molds. We have quite a few different types of molds in our house. These are really cool because you just push them up. And so my son is helping me pour, and he's a professional popsicle maker. So this made, well, obviously 8 ounces, 12 ounces, maybe not quite, maybe 10 ounces. I don't know. We didn't measure. We didn't look. We just poured it in. They're not that hard to get on. I don't know why he was making such a... like you just pop them on. And there we go. They were yummy. Super yummy. Now to the Aqua de Jamaica. Okay, you need 4 cups water, 3/4 to 1 cup honey or sugar, 1 cup of the dried hibiscus flowers, half a stick of cinnamon, a few ginger slices, and a few allspice berries. Okay, so there's my sugar, and that's my honey, just in another jar. So if you are going to use sugar, you put it in the water right away. Okay, I guess I'll get to that. So you need 1 cinnamon stick, and I didn't have ginger slices, so I just put about a teaspoon of dried and 3 of my allspice berries. And I kind of picked this one just because of that, with the spices, just something different instead of a plain flour syrup. No, I don't measure. I'm not big on measuring. It's just how I is. I measure enough with soap. Okay, yep, here I'm saying, if you put in sugar, do it right away. If you're doing honey, wait till after you boil it, because we are going to bring this to a boil. And if you have the sugar in there, make sure you are mixing it so it doesn't burn to the bottom. Then you're going to remove it from the heat. And it smelled heavenly, just like that. It's the cinnamon and the ginger, you know. But then you're going to add the 1 cup of the dried hibiscus flowers to this. And actually, like for this recipe, which you'll see, it's on the recipe card, I'm not sure if I would do a whole cup. It was pretty strong, even after it was diluted. Really good. I mean, so I guess if you're skimping, you could do like a half a cup, you know, but, and then we're going to let it steep for 20 minutes. Cover and let it sit for 20 minutes, okay? And then we're going to strain it. And I put it in that cute jug, and, sorry, it's going fast, 4 cups. I was showing you 4 cups. Here are my violet ice cubes. Remember those from June? Yes, they're beautiful blue. So you need 4 cups of either ice water or sparkling water. Yeah, ignore him. He's just a odd ice cube. So I put it in the 4 cup container, all my ice, because then when I was using like a 7-Up, I didn't have any more sparkling water because it's not in the house anymore. It's in our camper. But put the ice in first, then the water, and you'll still have 4 cups, okay? So the stuff in the pitcher is concentrated. We're adding this 4 cups to make the actual iced tea. You can drink this hot, okay? It's perfectly fine hot. And there you go. Hibiscus iced tea, Aqua de Jamaica. It was delicious. Oh, it was delicious. I hope you had a good time. I hope you enjoyed the recipes. Thank you for stopping by. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.